Hello friends, Marv Eisen here from Timeless Dollar Trading Academy, and we're going into a shortened trading week. And the big news this week is, well, look for yourself. We have no news coming up on Tuesday, January 16th. And so let's look at the actual numbers, because the numbers tell the story. And the numbers plus the only news that counts this week are the possible government shutdown on January 19th. Now, I don't think it's going to happen, and the market doesn't think it's going to happen either, because look at this. From January 1st, 2022, which was the all-time high of the S&P, and this is the S&P chart, we have the market just about at that same level, and the market is testing that level, is about to test that level, and I, for one, don't believe the market came this high only to fall back. So economic news is good. Politics sort of jumble the equation. So let's look at the daily chart. This is my daily chart for Friday for the S&P E-mini. And resistance was 48.35, support at 47.84. And I get these numbers from the Taylor calculations. Now, the Taylor calculations are what I use in large part to gauge where the market is likely to trade. And so I use these numbers and I put together a rectangle on my chart, and the rectangle from 9:30 to 4 p.m., denoting where the market is likely to trade. And I put this rectangle on the chart prior to the market being open, because this is where the Taylor numbers tell me the market is forecast to trade. And as you can see, the market opened up on Friday right at the calculated resistance, and then fell down to the previous close, which is always equilibrium. This was Thursday's close at 48.13. And so where's the market going to go on Tuesday? Well, on Tuesday, I'm not going to give you the numbers, but I have my Taylor rectangle drawn out, my trading zone, and I have my 6 trade setups here: GST, TMC, gap, support and resistance, trend, time and price, momentum, and candlestick. And these are the only 6 trade setups that I believe are worthwhile knowing about. And these are the 6 trade setups I teach in my course at timelessdollar.com. And the S, by the way, does not stand for scalping. Scalping is a method that I think 90% of traders use, but then again, 90% of traders fail. So is there a correlation between scalping and trading failure? I don't know, but nevertheless, scalping is not a technique that's going to, for most people, lead to profitable results. And so I look at the big picture, and I've just showed you the daily chart, and I've showed you the yearly chart, the one-day candles of the S&P, the actual S&P, and here it is again. January 1st, 2022, that was the all-time high, and if I draw the line between then and right now, we're right at that point, right about that point here. And I believe the market, once we get past the January 19th, the deadlines, the funding, possible government shutdown, I think we're going to not only test, but we're going to beat out the high of January 1st, 2022, right over here. I think we're going to do that. But on Tuesday rather, I think we're going to see the market sort of vacillate. This week is sort of going to be a little bit tricky. Economic news is good. Unlike what some politicians on one side of the aisle say, the economy is not on fumes, my friends. We wouldn't have a market that looks like this if the economy was on fumes. Wouldn't happen. So trade safely, use lots of patience. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Marv Eisen for Timeless Dollar Trading Academy.